Hello and welcome to Green Healing, where we talk about alternative and natural healing from abuse and CPTSD. Today I want to talk about brainwashing and mind control as part of the Types of Abuse series. By the way, I just want to mention a little disclaimer, since I am talking about types of abuse. If you have experienced this form of abuse, it might be a little bit triggering because I'm going in depth into this type of abuse. I spoke previously of psychological abuse and how I believe brainwash and mind control should be part of it, but also they are their own form of control that an abuser might instill on their victims. Today I'm going to explain in more depth, with some examples drawn from my personal experience, brainwashing and mind control. Brainwashing is the ability to change another person's beliefs, ideas, values, and replace them. And severe brainwashing can cause the victim to be unable to think critically or independently. When I speak of EFT tapping therapy, or others talk of healing with NLP, we are reprogramming our brain, reprogramming that brainwashed part, energetically rewiring so that our brain functions in a healthy pattern once again. And it's to undo the brainwashing. Through repetition, in this case with EFT or NLP, we can heal rather than the repetition to brainwash for malicious purposes. People who abuse and brainwash target vulnerable people, like a people pleaser, someone who is grieving, someone who's experienced an upset, a trauma, a great shock in their life. Or the abusers will cause trauma through other forms of abuse in order to prep their victim for brainwashing. The brainwasher will probe and manipulate to find out your strengths and your weaknesses. Brainwashing usually happens in 5 steps. First, they isolate you. Then they attack your self-esteem. Then they create a perception of reality of you, or you and them against the world. They create ways for you to be different than those they claim to be lesser than you or them. They also create a perception of reality that is completely false, backwards, and upside down, and will change from day to day and make absolutely no sense, but they'll always have reasons to explain their reality to confuse us even more. They expect blind obedience and give out orders. Sometimes an abuser will suggest something, but the suggestion in and of itself is an order. It means you have to obey, otherwise there will be punishment or whatnot. They'll use other forms of abuse to get you to comply. Then they'll test you to make sure they have you where they want you. At some point when I was with Narky, I didn't know if I wanted to continue my dance classes or not. I was taking hip hop classes, and I thought, at some point I was like, okay, maybe I want to stop dancing, because my mom kept encouraging me, but because she knew that he was trying to get me to quit, I felt forced to go to my dance classes. So, and I mean, I'm 20, 21, I'm an adult. I should be able to make this decision for myself, but I didn't know if I wanted to stop because of him or if I wanted to stop because of her. So I took a break and I realized that I didn't want to stop at all. I wanted to continue. So then I obviously, after the short break, I left him and then I started dancing again. But I didn't know what I wanted anymore. I didn't know what was my own mind, my own decision anymore. I had a complete brain fog in regards to this. I couldn't even think straight. There was no clarity. Mind control takes brainwashing to the next level. I personally was mind controlled to believe that it wasn't pretty, to feel disgusted with myself, to believe that if I respected my body's needs, I needed to be punished. Which today, when I think of it, makes absolutely no sense. I can think about them like, this is ridiculous, but this is what I truly believed. I felt guilty for respecting my body. While many use the term brainwashing as mind control also includes thought reform, mental control, and coercive persuasion. Sound familiar? Psychological abuse. While brainwashing will alter your thoughts and beliefs, mind control, which I agree is a degree higher and different, creates a whole new pseudo-identity. For example, when I was with Narky, I wanted to dress similarly to him. I wanted to put my makeup similarly to that style of dressing. I listened to the same music. I was a completely different person. And then when I left him and I disconnected from that completely, I realized I don't like this music. I don't want to dress like this. I don't want to do my makeup like this or put my hair like that. This is not me. I was a completely different person when I was with him. I was not my true self. And then I had to find my true self again. Mind control is so subtle, we won't be aware that it's happening. The American mental health counselor Steve Hassan says that with brainwashing, usually you know the other person's intent or that they are the enemy. While with mind control, you don't. You don't know their intent. You don't know that they're enemy. You think they're on your side. And that what they say is truth. But what they're telling you are lies. For the brainwashing, for the dancing, I knew Narky didn't want me to dance. But for other things, I took it as gospel. I thought it was truth. I thought I wasn't pretty. I thought I was disgusting. I'd look myself in the mirror and I'm like, no, this person, no one's going to want to love this person. But I was completely false. It was completely untrue. It was through the mind control that I believed that. When I healed that mind control, then I realized, no, I am worthy of being loved by someone who's going to want me to respect my needs and who's going to respect my needs and who's going to be willing to compromise so that both our needs are respected. So there's that distinction between brainwashing and mind control that's important to note. Mark Passio describes mind control as the influence of others' thoughts and emotions to produce an effect that the practitioner of influence wants to produce. So it is influencing change to occur in this world or in this person in accordance with one's own selfish beliefs and desires by mentally and emotionally manipulating another person or persons. A lot of times an abuser will withhold the reasons why and keep us in ignorance so that we are unaware of their hidden agenda. Hopefully, the knowledge that I'm sharing with you today will help you along on your healing journey to move away from that inflicted ignorance that an abuser might have inflicted on you so that you are aware or are able to heal more. So like this video if it has helped you, share it with other people who you think it will help. And as always, empower yourself and be emotionally free.